Boom. Focus. Hey internets, Jon Phenom here again, Mr. Clothing Brand Mentor, here to give you some value. I got an email from Edgar, and you guys can email me too at hi@jonphenom.com. While we're on that, you guys should open a tab right now and follow me on Instagram. It's at Jon Phenom. Okay, that was me sort of spelling it out, not really. Anyways, Edgar was asking me pretty simple question. I've definitely made a video. Whoa, bad hair day. I've definitely answered this question before, but he was asking, should I start with heat transfer? He also asked, can he come to me for that? So should I use heat transfer to begin the line? So I got asked this question a couple years ago. I believe my answer was no, but today I'm going to answer yes. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Start however you guys are going to start the brand. Listen, the first couple rounds of your brand, and I say this again and again and again, and I don't mind repeating it because apparently you need to hear things 3 times before it starts really sinking in. So repetition is the mother of skill, as my boy Tony Robbins says. So the first couple rounds of your clothing line is just moving product. You want to turn, right? Turn the product into cash. Cash goes back into product, turn product into cash, and then rinse and repeat. If I was editing this video, I'd do the thing, and anyways, do it again. And you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So the first process for all of this, guys, is turning the product. And then what am I gonna say? If you've been subscribed to my channel for years, I'd be really upset if you don't know what I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna say proof, finish it, right. Proof of concept. You need proof of concept. So proof of concept, to be simple, is sales. You need sales. You need to know that people want to see the brand. Not just your brother-in-law and your little cousins and your sister who are all super stoked that they could tell their friends they know a clothing designer and it's you. Okay, or their friend started a clothing line. A lot of times when I meet a stranger, they'll be like, oh, my boyfriend or my cousin has a clothing line, and then I find out it's just t-shirts. They're just printing t-shirts, which is cool. I mean, you can definitely consider it apparel, but it's like I've been working professionally in apparel for at this point over 17 years, right? So you can start with transfers. You can start with transfers. So if you guys don't know what that is, go ahead and pop it into the YouTube search. Just transfers, heat transfers, vinyl transfers. The thing you'll probably affiliated most with, wow, is athletic teams. So when you're doing a jersey or something like that, how do they get the custom names in the back with the number? You know, they're not screen printing each one. You'll just transfer those on, and you know, poly is a good substrate or fabric to attach to, right? So you could get that down to a science. There's a lot of wear and tear on a jersey, and it won't go away. Now it's thick. Like just think of a jersey. So just think of that. So there's limitations to heat transfer, and science is getting a lot better with all of the things that we're using for fashion and apparel. So you could keep all of that in mind as well. And that's a whole separate YouTube on all of those things, but you can go search in Google and YouTube and find more information about it. But can you start with it? Yes. Eventually, and I think this is why I said no in my other video, is eventually you want to go to screen printing. It's a better hand. For those of you who don't know, like hand is like the feel of whatever it is, the feel of the plastisol ink, or the feel of the fabric. That's the hand. So the hand on screen printing is just much better, especially if you go into water-based or even discharge print. It's a lot more exact, but you can start with transfers in your garage. There's also artwork that you could do heat transfers with. That's a whole nother YouTube as well. That's probably from the vinyl heat transfer to going to the pictures that are transferred. You can do that. It's just that you have to figure out the best way to use it. There's definitely some fabrics and some colors that aren't ideal combinations when you use that heat transfer and the images, where it looks super faded. Also, the wearability factor is up on that, so you throw it into a couple washes, there's a good possibility that the image is gonna fade very quickly. But my big point for this video is get in where you fit in, Edgar. And and everybody that's watching that's looking for the value of the answer of this, get in where you fit in, make product, make it however you can. Of course, make it the best you can, but you're gonna go through a lot of iterations of changing the design and the aesthetic and the graphic communication of your brand. So just sell, like just sell it. However you're gonna do product. Everybody's first lines are horrible. Like, ask any of the illest brands out there, the coolest brands that you love and you want to hang next to, their first seasons, they have some pieces in every season that are horrible. You know, I could fill up 10 YouTube videos about mistakes that I did in production, because I didn't know how fabric would warp or how it hangs and drapes in certain cuts, just bad combinations of things, bad color choices that ruins a jacket, and we know that because we flip it and do it into another colorway, bang, it starts to sell. So just start however you can start. Of course, do your due diligence, do your budgeting, make sure you know where the money is going, because you don't want to shoot your foot right in the beginning before you take your first step. But yeah, go ahead, start with transfers, start with anything. Eventually from transfers, you're gonna go to screen printing because that's easier to do. Make sure you get proof of concept as with everything. Hey, so anything you heard from here, guys, questions, comments you wanna add to the conversation, drop it all down below. I read all of it, and that's where I get my content for other things. At Jon Phenom, Instagram, all my other social medias, stay posted on there. I'm gonna be cross-platform, talking about everything everywhere. Okay, so I want you guys to follow and not miss any kind of tips, especially if I could help you on your journey for fashion. Cool. All right, I appreciate you guys. Like this video, like it real quick. Cool. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.